It's always good to be last just before dinner or lunch, so I know nobody will be paying much attention. But I'll be doing it in English, but I have to say something in Greenlandic first. Asisakka inuaqatikka qaqqusjuullu nalakkersuisunin siulittaasuq Kim Kielsen ammalu Islannin presidentia Olaf Ragnar Grimsson quanaq qaqqusissutissinut oqalungarnissamut. It is quite a privilege to be invited to speak at Arctic Circle, especially considering Aluu Airlines has no airlines systems in place. We have no aircraft, we have no helicopters, and we don't have any ships either. We have applied for and gotten political approval to operate in Greenland back in 2015, and our premise was to start up as a virtual airline, which means that we won't be operating on our own AOC, Air Operator Certificate. It's based with the premise of, if needed, we would get those approvals as well. Now, in my preparation for today, I had to edit out most of the information that I had included in our PowerPoints. Could we go to the next slide? And the reason for it is stated at the bullet points. We are currently participating in the government of Greenland's tender for service contracts in Greenland. And for those of you that doesn't know what that means, is quite simple to explain. Greenland is comprised of 13 airports, 46 heliports. Most of you have been to Nuuk, either direct from Iceland or through Sonnerstrom, Gangelhlussor. And it's quite baffling to actually realize there's a world outside of Nuuk and that the rest of Greenland also needs transportation. That's our key focus right now, and we are still in the process of negotiation, so I cannot lift any information of the progress so far, not even the proposed aircraft types. And some of it is of my colleagues sitting up here that is also participating in the same tender. And for the next slide. What we have tried to do is listen to the government of Greenland's request for a modern fleet capable of servicing the needs of its customers, which is the inhabitants of Greenland. And some of their requests have been, not surprisingly, cheaper prices, better reliability. As he just said, we can't control the weather, but we can control the maintenance and the status of the aircrafts. And as he said as well, I'm trying not to say the same things twice, but cargo is a life necessity for Greenland as well as the rest of the Arctic. And it is very, very important to underscore that all the communities that are not serviced by big airplanes, that are not getting all the tourists directly, still have to make a living, and most of the stuff they get is by air, which is why I applaud that they getting a pure cargo version of the large cargo door for the 300 as well. Now, since everybody has been pressed for time with the presentations, my presentation would be kept short with regards to Aluu Airlines. And as I said, the primary reason for this is because we're still in the negotiation phase. Now, for a conference like this, it is important to highlight some of the stuff that has been said. Nuuk, Ilulissat are planned to be expanded to 2,200 meters, and everybody who has been up here has told you how cyclical the passenger flows are. Servicing an airport twice a week for the cost of building a 2,200 meters is, in my view and our colleagues' view, maybe not the sensible way, because we have to remember some of the keywords for this conference is sustainability. Arnie told you that back in 2002, there was a proposed lengthening of Nuuk and Ilulissat to 1199, and we really like that view as a way of thinking, because it would give the government of Greenland and all the tourist operators a chance to increase the passenger flows, the traffic flows with tourists on a gradual basis, which is also something I noted the President of Iceland highlighted yesterday. Don't make big projects. We have to gradually evolve the Arctic region. Now, as I said, I have to keep it short, mostly because I don't want to spend my time up here talking about numbers in Greenland. And last slide. I just want to let you know that one of the things we've done is we've been talking to the end customers, which include private enterprises and freight forwarders and officials from each municipality. Not surprisingly, everybody said the same thing. We need cheaper prices. And that is what we are trying to get at with Aluu Airlines. Unfortunately, I can't show you how we will plan to do it yet, but I want to keep it short and stop for now, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them later on. Thank you.